Bonjour and welcome to the Tarot of Claude. Today I'm going to be doing the December monthly tarot reading for the sign of Pisces. I hope you're doing well. I'm going to start by putting out a couple of energies from my Shaman's Dream Oracle. If you would like a more comprehensive picture for the month, do check your Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs. These are general readings, they will not apply to everybody. Take what resonates directly with you and discard the rest. So what do we have for our lovely Pisces for December? Okay, so your first energy is card number 2, Beloved, Radical Acceptance. This is a card of coming to terms with what is difficult, as you can see from the fire on the card, and it's got a dark colouring. It's accepting that, you know, things are the way they are, and they may be uncomfortable, but when we embrace difficulties, or things even that we don't like about ourselves, we grow. And that's why it's here on your path. So that's the first card. And the second energy is going to be this one. This is card number 8 and it is Crown Games, Right Use of Power. So this card is kind of self-explanatory, and it's acknowledging that you are quite a powerful individual. That doesn't mean necessarily that you are higher up in a hierarchy in society. It just means that you as a person have influence, whether you are aware of it or not, and it's about using it in the correct way. So let's see what this is about with the tarot. Sorry, it's my dog, you can hear move around. Okay, so at the center of your spread you have the Empress. Crossing the Empress you have the World. Below you, the Three of Swords. Above you, the Emperor. We have a divine couple here, Empress and Emperor. Behind you, the Four of Pentacles. Ahead of you, Strength. That's a lot of major arcana you're getting. Advice, Ten of Swords. Environment, Five of Swords. That's also a lot of swords. Hopes and Fears, the Star. Another major arcana. Queen of Swords as your outcome. Again, swords. Interesting. Bottom of the deck, underlying energies, Ten of Pentacles. That's a very good card. I put it here. I hope it's still in frame. Yes, it is. Awesome. Okay. So, in the near past, you have the Four of Pentacles. Now, Four is a number of strong foundations and stability. Pentacles is to do with your physical world. So it's to do with home life, work life, job, careers, financial assets, that kind of thing. And it's basically talking about you having laid the foundation of stability for your physical world, whether it's at home or at work. This is you having done this. On a negative connotation for this card, it could be hoarding, you know, not letting go of something, you know, really holding on really tight on something and not letting go of it. But we'll see what happens with the spread. Now at the center of it, you've got the Empress crossed with the World. Now you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So half of your spread is major arcana and the other half is minor. Now the major arcana talk about the big life energies on your path that makes you grow, orchestrated by God, the universe, your spirit team. It's very potent energy, whereas the minor arcana deal with the day-to-day life, the routine kind of thing. And I did mention that your minor arcana, 4 out of 5 are swords, and I will move on to this in a minute. So the Empress is number 3, so it's growth, abundance. Now she lacks for nothing. She knows how to create abundance around herself. She represents beauty, creativity. She may represent birth. Now it doesn't have to be birth of a child, it could be birth of a project. You see, like something is in a gestation period in her belly. And she's crossed by the world. Now the world is the completion of a cycle card with success. This is you having learned the lessons on your life path and closing out that cycle, but in a positive way. It's a success victory card. It may also sometimes talk literally about the world, so traveling, that kind of thing, but it would be a big voyage. We're talking about big energies here. So the Empress is crossed by this end of a cycle kind of thing. So I don't know if we are waiting maybe for a cycle to finish before we can birth this new thing inside of her. Below you, which is your subconscious card, you have the 3 of Swords. So this is your higher self talking to you. This is what you may not be aware of. And 3, as I just mentioned with the Empress, is to do with growth and expansion. Swords, which you have a majority of here, deal with thoughts, communication, truths, that kind of thing. So the 3 of Swords is a breakthrough in your way of thinking, or a news that's delivered to you, some kind of communication. And obviously swords are sharp, so it may be unpleasant. You know, it's like piercing through something. It's a victory, but it can be painful. You know, sometimes growth is painful. If you remember when you were a child and you were growing, you felt that pain in your bones. Well, it's what I'm trying to say to you. And so I think that subconsciously you are progressing, you are expanding, but it's unpleasant, and so you may be feeling uncomfortable and you don't really know why. And this is why this card came out, the radical acceptance, which is accepting things that, you know, as they are, even though they're not comfortable. You can see from the art on this card that, you know, it's fiery, it's dark, but it's embracing it so you can grow, and your subconscious, your higher self, is telling you to do exactly that. In your immediate goals, you have the Emperor, another major arcana, the counterpart of the Empress, which you have at your center. And the Emperor is the powerful leader that leads his troops to success. He knows how to win the war. He plans every single step of the way. And he's a very stable leader. Now, he could be someone in your environment who embodies this kind of characteristics. It's fire energy, so he's a go-getter, but he has the experience under his belt, so he knows what he's doing. He's not someone who's going to take action without having thought it through and planned it out. Now, this is part of your goals, immediate goals. So either this is someone in your environment, but I'm thinking that this is where you want to be. And the Emperor can also be the boss in a job situation. You know, maybe you want to become a senior leader, a manager, which is why the card right use of power has come up. You know, crown games, trying to get the crown, trying to get the promotion. Do you see what I'm saying? Right use of power. So obviously, when you're a leader, you have to use your power fairly. Now, in the near future, you've got strength. Strength is also fire energy. Major arcana again. And strength is about fortitude. It's about not giving up. Courage. knowing that you've got what it takes inside to get what you want. It's having total faith in your, inner strength, basically. And this is what you're going to need to display in the near future. Because what you are aiming for, which I'm believing is to do with work, a promotion, going up the ladder, basically, is going to require determination and inner strength. You're not doubting yourself if you want to become this emperor. The advice is the Ten of Swords. Now you have two tens. You have a Ten of Swords in the advice, but you also have the Ten of Pentacles over there in your underlying energies, which I will go into details in a second. Tens are completion. And as I said to you, swords is to do with your thoughts, communication, and so on. And the advice is, let it rest. It's the end of it. So it could be a painful experience that you've had, like was your higher self was talking about, you need to go past it. You need to have this breakthrough. And the advice is to surrender and let go of whatever happened before. Maybe you've had some bad news, or maybe you've had some news that have brought about the end of the cycle here, which is blocking you. And in order to move forward and for the Empress to give birth to that promotion or that new job, you need to let go of whatever is in your mind. Because remember, swords is mind energy, so it's talking about this is it, this is the end of it, just surrender and let it go. Because you see, you also have, as I mentioned at the beginning of the reading, that Four of Pentacles can also be, holding on too tight to things. So you've got two energies of, maybe not holding on so tightly, so you can move on. In your environment, you have the Five of Swords. Now, 5 is a number of change and challenges. Now, the Five of Swords represents doing things your way. And it may not be liked by everybody. Now, with the card Crown Games, I am getting the fact that there may be some jealousy going on at work. Maybe there's a competition going on to get to the promotion. And things are really uncomfortable, and maybe someone betrayed you, maybe someone divulged something, and you're feeling kind of blocked because you can't go past this. But the thing is, do you know what, when people betray, when people backstab, it doesn't serve them in the long run. There is karma, there is such thing as karma, and people will see through when things happen like this, see through the BS. And the reason why I'm mentioning this, and I'm going to move straight away to your outcome, is because you have the Queen of Swords in your outcome. And the Queen of Swords, she holds the swords and she cuts away what no longer serves her. She sees right through the BS. And she's incredibly fair. She's a very fair energy, very patient. And so, with her appearing at the outcome of your reading, this is letting us know that although in your environment you have got some change and challenges, and people may have said things, may have betrayed you, your advice is to let it go. It's done. Just let it go. Concentrate on your strength, your inner strength, so that you can end your cycle right here and give birth to whatever it is you're looking for, a promotion, a new job, because you want to be the emperor. And in your hopes, you have the Star, another major arcana. And the Star is, like layers. It could be healing, but it's also hope. It's also divine or universal guidance. It's also, when we wish upon a star, it's the wish fulfilled, basically. And it is in your hopes, and this is something that's really dear to you, obviously. And so in the underlying energies, what you do not see, you have the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles is legacy. It's as I said to you, Pentacles is to do with your physical world, but it's having worked hard and reaching the top. Literally, this card, and it's the first time I'm going to say this because it normally doesn't strike me, but she's on top of the tree. She's right at the top with a trusted wolf. And this is the energy is working in your favor right now. So you want to be this emperor, you want the promotion, you want to go up the ladder, and the energies around you are very favorable. It's saying that, you know, you have the energies in your favor in order to get to that legacy, to be the emperor, you know, the one who conquers and leaves something behind for people to remember. So if you think about the two cards we've had right at the beginning to close out this reading, radical acceptance of what happened, what was unpleasant with your Three of Swords, the Ten of Swords, all of that, just surrender, accept it and let it go. And forget about those crown games. Just concentrate on you. What the others say, do or did, or you know, any betrayal, anything like that will not serve them, because you have the Queen of Swords as your outcome and she will see right through this. You just need to have fortitude, persevere and trust yourself, and the universe is saying you've got everything you need, because you do have the Empress right in the middle at the center. She's ready to give birth to whatever it is you're looking for, your promotion, your new job, going up the ladder in any way. She's ready for it. Just accept and close the cycle with the world. These are very strong energies. Your reading is 50% with major arcana, so it must be uncomfortable and probably all consuming in your mind, but it is a very positive reading about just having the perseverance and the strength to just have faith that God, the universe, they have your back, whatever you believe in, and that watch out for that Queen of Swords. Keep your eyes peeled to find her, because she will back you up. She will see who you are and who the others are. So I hope you've enjoyed your journey through the cards with me. If any of it resonated at all, or helped you in a small way, please write it down in the comment box below. I'd love to hear from you. If you've enjoyed the art on the oracle that I've used, I got it from a tarot box subscription, which is called Nine of Earth. I'm not affiliated to them, I just receive it every month because I love it. And I've done an opening and a flip through the oracle. If you want to spend some more time with me, I'll leave you a card probably on the left at the bottom here if you want to click on it. I also do daily readings, and I'll leave you a card here if you want to check them out. But thank you so much for choosing to stop by my channel. I hope to see you again very soon, and I wish you a fantastic December month. Until next time, au revoir.